And hello, how's everybody? Hope you are all well and safe and everything else. Trust me to have that further away than I actually wanted. So, as you can probably tell, what I am doing today, and yeah, you can just about see it. Because I found out this new paper that I've got actually fits in my printer. So I can print off the design actually on the paper. So this is actually watercolor paper at, I think it's 300 300 gram paper. uh, I'll just show you. So yeah, it is this, and as you can see, it's 300 A4 acid free, all that stuff, and this actually works better than the paper I had before. And the good thing about it is I got two of them for about £8 off Amazonian. So I say hello to the people in the chat, and then I will on and get some pyro done. I don't think I'm going to get this done in a lunchtime. Well, in this lunchtime, so I'm going to try and I'll go for about an hour and a half. And if like normal, if I don't get it done in the hour and a half, I will carry on once I've stopped the live, and I will record the rest and then put it in a little video and just put it out so people can see the finished piece. So, who we got in the chat this afternoon? Howdy Mike, howdy Baz, hey boss, howdy Herb, howdy Christina Michael, howdy Ale, howdy Mark, howdy Matt, and howdy Steve C. Oh, hold on. Bloody coughing. I always seem to get a cough when I'm about to do a live. Oh, I'm just moving stuff, because Stage should be running up in a minute with a coffee for me to slurp while I am going. So, should I stop babbling and get cracking? Right, if anybody wants some music put in the background, please let me know, and I will happily just put a little bit of tunage quietly in the background so people can have got something to listen to instead of me just being silent. And I hope people like this as well, because I've got a new light that's up here in front of the webcam, so it shines the light down. It's actually one of the things I got for my birthday. So, I don't know which part to do first. Let's go for the yin and yang bit. Should look good, hopefully. So, how is everybody? You all good? You all doing nice? And I'll get it in before Stace puts it in. Eh? I was gonna say wrong account, babe. That's gonna throw people off. Yeah, Stace is in the workshop. That's what I'm actually thinking I should put. But I can't hear the music though, that's the thing. So I'm wondering, should I put it through? See, if I try to do it through the speakers, it might echo through the microphone. And I don't really want that. I guess the only way to find out is actually to do it. Pliers. Oh, they're up here. So at least that way, you gotta come up and bring me a coffee. Kill two birds with one stone. Bring my coffee up and I'll trade you for the pliers. So I think this is going to be a thing now. That in my lunchtimes lives, I'll probably do no coffee.
Pliers?
Coffee.
I'll do a trade.
No, I'll trade you first. Coffee for pliers?
Pliers for coffee?
No. Because if you have the pliers now, it means you ain't going to come back up.
Cheese.
No.
Kettle's boiled.
Well, where's my coffee then?
For coffee, give me the pliers.
You can have the coffee when I have the coffee.
I can have the coffee when I bring the coffee.
You can have the pliers when I have coffee.
Oh, this ain't fair.
Yeah, whatever that was. I don't know. Does that? No, I don't actually. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I kind of. There we go. That's what it should look like. I kind of messed up. Right. Let me just get a piece that I've done before. Right, I've done that one before on paper. That's different to this, and as you can see, it don't really burn. It's a thicker piece of paper, and plus, when it's in like a frame, you won't really see the back. I've got another piece. Oh, we are. So it comes through a little, but it's the back. You ain't gonna see it when
Trade.
when it's done.
Oh, that's got to be sent off, isn't it?
Yours.
Tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, everyone does this on That's alright, I'll just give her extra sauce in her coffee.
Yeah, when you make me one.
So you'll be worried now when I make you a coffee. I'll give her a bit of mayonnaise in the coffee. See, most people use plywood or some sort of rubber chili on the rib. She could do that, Mike, but spice doesn't bother me. Howdy, Scott. Because she brought me a Vindaloo. I think it was from Iceland. And She was like, I'll get him that because it'll be hot and you know he'll be able to manage. But the thing is, there's stuck a big massive chili in there as well. And then I suppose I just sat there and ate it without a fuss. Now, if anybody is interested in what pyro I am using, I use that one. It's got multiple tips that I leave all in here. This is actually a battery case for my vape. My vape batteries. So, and the only thing is, when you do start doing this on the paper, it does tend to start warping and stuff. It doesn't shrink, it just kind of goes all twisted. That's the word. But then once it's cooled down, it's actually fine. And if you are going to pyro on watercolor paper or any, I don't know about other like thicker paper. Right, Anna. I've got to send something. I've got to return something, and the address that they've put makes no sense to me. Especially with the way you've got to put it down. So I don't know what bits the postcode, what bits the country, not the country, street, town, whatever. I'm a mech. That's mine. Yeah, ignore the tape because the clip at the bottom is absolute pants. So I have to tape it up. And to be honest, they're not bad because I used to work and sell vapes. And plus, it's better than smoking. It's a lot safer as well. The only thing is when I do use my vape, if I'm doing it while I'm live, it kind of gets a little bit loud. So I tend to mute myself. I'm debating whether I should use my shader piece. Might get through this quite quick. Actually, I'll try it. Oh, let's move that over there. Oh. See, all this is made coils. I make them myself and put fresh cottons in. Come here. Where's my screwdriver? Where's my screwdriver? What's the shader look like? Looks like a spoon. I will show you. And the good thing about this one, I've just literally turned that off and I can pick it up already. Cools down really quick. Actually, I'm probably going to need that. So that's hot though. There it is. Right. If this will actually, you're going to focus. Focus! Oh, shit. I've got it myself, I know. Hold on. I'll do it. There we go. That's why I ain't got bloody autofocus on. Focus. There we go. Right, it's basically, it looks like a spoon. So you basically use the bottom of it to make the shading bits. One thing is, don't vape in a car. Because it makes it look like you got especially the windows up. It looks like a hot box. Wait for that to warm up. There we go. And plus, this is actually, you can do two things with this. You can do the back to the shading, or if you turn it over, you can do the lines, or turn it sideways and you get thicker lines. But I normally use the back just to do a bit of shading. And plus, you don't get all the lines, so it sort of looks a little bit better. To be honest, on Journey mod, sick of having to put the tape on it. See, definitely quicker. Oh, and the key to pyroing on this type of paper is put your pyro on a low if you've got temperature control. That way you don't burn it too quick. once I've done this, I will show you the back to see if you can see the difference. Well, if you can see if it's burnt through or not, because I do normally stop to check if it's burnt through. Well, to see how much it's scorched the back. Howdy, Ian. Don't forget, peeps, if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. It all helps. It basically encourages me to do some more. You know, if I say that people like what I'm doing, then I'll do it more often. Well, I won't say I say I'd do it more often. I'm gonna start doing this as a lunchtime live now, and basically keep my Saturday live as a turning live. Because plus, my name is the Flaming Turner, so here's the flaming section, and then Saturday is the turning section. So I'm not false advertising. Do you actually touch the paper with the tip? No, it touches it. And see, you can see that it's just coming through. It's not burning through. It's just stained the back. But no, yeah, it does touch the paper. I would actually. This is going to be awkward. Don't know if you're going to see it. But yeah, I'm actually touching the paper. You can't see it. It was worth a try. And plus, using the shader as the side bit, you can actually get the thin points. I should really use the other tip. Right, yeah, I'm going to swap to the other tip. Flaming needs more fire. Well, I don't know if anyone's seen the Instagram, but I did do that. I did burn that and stain it. Just a little tea light holder that houses a little flower. So yeah. Got some big nuts. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that to my scroll saw. Right, where's that other tip gone? I've got so many different tips for this. Would that work? Yeah, let's try this one. I ain't used this one before. Got go horribly wrong, but I'm going to try using this one. Cheers. Oh, Ian, you'll have to let me know if you get a package turn up or not, or when it does. Babe, you're going haha tips. You gotta go haha to Mike's nuts. Actually, that just sounded worse. This one ain't that bad, actually. Okie dokie. Oh, and fingers, I am just waiting for the 3-inch pads to turn up, bud. So when I do get them, I will let you know. And if anybody wants to know what I'm on about, if you go to my website, the link should be down in the bottom. Let me just see if it works. Because I had changed my the email address that is there. Mute. There we go, muted. Oh, it's not there. Whoops. I thought I put it there. My site should be this one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there we go. If you head over to that one, you'll see what we're on about, or what I'm on about. I've made a thing called the flaming paddle that is basically a 4-sided paddle that you can basically equip it with whatever grits that you want. I do a 2-inch and a 3-inch, and if you check out some of my lives and my videos, I do show it being used. Alright, I'm going to do the outline with this and then swap over to the shader because I don't want the lines. People still use release the Kraken. Don't release the Kraken. Me and Stacey started playing Sea of Thieves. And you have to fight the Kraken in that. And talking of pyros, I think is Joy still in here? If so, Did I see? Where's it? Where is it gone? Pretty sure I saw Joy in here. Was it Joy that asked about the paper? Or am I seeing things? Okay, Mark. Thanks for stopping by. Who was it? Yeah, there's Joy. Hey, Joy. You might be getting a parcel soon, or a little envelopey thing. There's something in it. Not gonna tell you what it is. I just thought I'd be like, I'd let you know. Oh God, here's trouble.
I need some carbon paper.
Which one?
Any that shows up on resin.
Uh,
My confidence has been bruised with a bandsaw.
Why? You banged your finger again.
No, I touched it since I thought stuff it on these resin.
Okay. So yeah, might be a parcel. It didn't go away. Like I said, not gonna tell you what's in it. You'll find out when it gets there. If anybody hasn't noticed yet, I like dragons. Then again, who doesn't? I've actually got to do me a dragon jigsaw on the scroll saw. I think that'd look quite cool. And also, I think that's what my video is for this Friday. Is a scroll saw video. If I did that, Joy, they won't allow it to post. They won't allow me to send it because they'd probably smell it and go, "Alright, now we can't send that. It's a biological weapon." Then they'd have to quarantine the letter. Resin can go off without opening it. Yeah, it can go a bit weird. because I've got a little bit of resin left, but I've got to order some more catalyst because we don't know if Stace had knocked over the catalyst or if I'd knocked over the catalyst. And because it got knocked over, it had seeped out. So no need for the hazmat suit. No, you're safe. Alright. Do the outline with this one. Both of them cracked. Right. You used epoxy resin. Did you put them? Oh, 2-part epoxy. Would that be the 5-minute stuff? Because if it was the 5-minute epoxy, you can use it to make a pen blank, but after me using it, or I've done a few, I'd recommend not using the 5-minute epoxy to make a pen blank. Because of it being 5 minutes, it heats up. It heats up really quick. So you'll probably find that's why it cracked. Is that it heated up too quick. If you haven't got a pressure pot, and you don't mind the smell, or if you've got a way of mixing it outside, get some polyester resin, because you don't need a pressure pot for polyester. You can get away without using a pressure pot. You can still use a pressure pot on polyester, but you don't have to. I gave myself a good pep talk and telling it off this morning in the mirror. It helped some, and I am doing a wee bit better today. Good. It's basically what I've had to do. I probably not the pep talk or telling off, but I've found that playing the music that I normally listen to on loud. Yeah, the music I listen to, it's only ever better when it's loud. And plus, I annoy people because my PC's got a hefty bass speaker attached to it. Yep. Also, Ian, if you want some polyester resin, I can pop you a link It's the it's the resin that I've been using for my own blanks. And to be honest, I think it's quite cheap for the price. See, I listen to a lot of heavy metal rock sort of thing. If I got when I have a car, or when I get my car, um, you'll hear me before you see me. When I used to pull up to work ages ago, they always knew when I turned up. See if I can find that link. Hold on. So basically, if anybody wants to use Detroit, then they can. There we go. That was quite quick and easy. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Yeah, I find that with epoxy resin, you need to have a pressure pot. But if you don't have a pressure pot, then I'd say polyester is the best thing to use. Word of warning though, some people do find polyester resin to stink. When I first got some, I ain't gonna lie, it did kind of throw me off because I could actually smell the resin. And plus, a bonus side, just for me though, this bonus side is, we found out that it's a mother-in-law repellent. Because I was mixing up some resin, she turned up. As soon as she walked through the door, she was like, "Oh, what's that smell?" "Oh, it's just Nick knocking up some resin." "Oh, it stinks, I ain't coming in." So it was just like, ooh. And since then, she hasn't stepped in, come into the house. So life is good. Music sounds better than spending the whole day and getting nothing. Yeah, Joy, just crack some music on. Ignore everything and, crack on. For a mini live. Depends on what most type you've got. because I had to get a Morse Taper 2 chuck, Jacob's chuck thing. I think I got mine off eBay. Very fun. You can actually use your Jacob's chuck in your headstock as a sander. But just be warned, it could come flying off. Now, so if you can get one that's got a threaded back, preferably get one of them. Not ridiculous. So it might look ridiculous, but if it does the job, don't worry about it. Oh, I've just remembered I've got to make room for more stickers on my board. I think I've tallied up to about like 7 or 8 stickers that I've got to put on my board, but I've got no space. So yeah, I've looked on. To be honest, I can't wait until lockdown is lifted because I so want to go to Wolverhampton. Because I've recently found out that lumberjack stuff is literally just up the road from me. The main shop is literally in Wolverhampton. That's about half an hour, 20 minutes drive. So I will definitely be going up there. Because I want to get a pillar drill, and because I've got a new extraction hood that uses 100mm pipe. My little shop vac, my little Titan shop vac, isn't cutting it. Good for sanding, but it's not good for hoovering up the shavings. The only thing is the hoover that Wayne Big Feet is pointed out is like 100 quid. And then plus I've got to sort out an extractor method. Dust collector, that's what literally I'm just doing on about. I definitely want to get I don't think I've got a picture on here, have I, of my dust? Let me have a Google, hold on. I thought I took a picture of it. No, I haven't. Thought I did. So yeah, that's my dust extraction. Big ass oil drum. Bit overkill for the workshop, but ooh, I got discounts. See, I'm gonna go into the shop near me and see if I can swindle well, not swindle, but try and encourage them to drop me a promo code so I can advertise their stuff. And to be honest, if that dust extractor that I want to get is okay, then I'm guessing I haven't really got to. I ain't really got to change it. And then when I do finally get a shed, I can use it in there with the pipes and everything. Everything I'm debating well, on that dust extractor, I'm just hoping that the power of suction on it is actually quite decent, because the hood I've got is 100 mil. Is it 100 mil thickness or space or whatever it's called? And I've had to shrink it down to, I think, a 2-inch hole. I had to put 2 reducers on it. So for sanding, yeah, it's good. but for collecting shavings, no. I hope it's 15, but I want to be cheeky and ask him if we can work out a discount code that I can pop on my lives, give him a bit of publicity, and you never know if that promo code does well. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but everyone can probably guess what I'm suggesting. Ouch. Yeah, that's one thing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't. I know you can do. You got a belt sander and sharpen your chisels on that, but I'd only ever sharpen my. Well, hold on, I'm guessing that's what the Pro Edge is. That's another belt sander. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that stuff. You don't want to be setting fire to bags. I've got a feeling I might be able to get. Whoa, has that really been? Oh, it's nearly an hour. I thought I'd get more done than this. Then again, pyro is a slow process. I think the cat that I've done, yeah, that one, that took about 4 hours to do. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, and a heads up for people. Um, Saturday's live is going to be me attempting the masking tape effect, similar to what Fingers has done and what Stuart Farini, I believe how you pronounce it, did on his live on Sunday. The only difference is that what I'm doing different to the pair of them, they've got an airbrush system. I haven't got the money to buy the airbrush system and a little mini compressor. Mainly because I'm still trying to shift projects. But no one's interested in what I've made. You know, I've poured blood, sweat, tears into that project. A lot of energy. I put all of my soul into it as well, just to make a piece look good. And no one can see the benefits. Oh, you can, but nobody else. I think a piece looks good. Nobody else. Am I joking? But yeah, I do need to try and shift some projects. The only reason I'm trying to sell them is not to profit from them because I don't see me doing that. All it is trying to sell them so I can get more materials for pieces that I've done. Your credit card's gonna take a hammering. What you buying me nice? Come on, Ian, you can't go to Makers and not buy me something nice. I've tried Etsy. I have not sold anything on Etsy. There's way too many people selling stuff on there, and like Wayne the Woodturner, the the god of turning, the granddad. Oh no, not granddad. That sounds quite makes him really old. No, just say the god of turning, and the king of the water droplet bowl. There we go. Even he said for Etsy, um, you have to have something uh, that's unique, different. And to be honest, every single turning that people do is unique in its own way because no two turnings are exactly the same. Because each piece of wood has got different grain pattern. It could have ripples in it, whatever other effects you get on wood, the grain. So everything's different. You buy me a sticker, you cheapskate. Either cheapskate or tight ass. It'd have to be a sticker because I can't drink. I've got no choice. I've got a text ace with me. We've already brought the tickets. Then again, I probably could just refund the one ticket. She'd never know. See, once lockdown is over, I think Stacey's just heard me mention about the Maker Central tickets. I'm gonna get my ass kicked now. If nobody sees me Saturday, you know why. Stacey's killed me. See? Pint of orange juice. How about we stretch it to an orange juice and a burger? Oh, what about a cherry? Do I get a cherry on top as well? Or a piece of pineapple? Hold on, I'm thinking about cheese and pineapple party food. Never mind. Yeah, I've got to re-super glue this mount. I've kind of knackered it. From the what? Mary. But what? Yeah, you can do. You know, I've got an eye on um, one of the trade laves from Maxminster, so yeah, you know, might as well. Small balls. I've got to go and have a look at me. What would I've got? But yeah, once locked down, I don't think we're gonna get makers this year. You know, I'm just being realistic here. That I think they're gonna have to postpone it till next year. But yeah, soon as lockdown, um, I'll be getting a car, and then I'll be able to travel around, invade, or sneak into people's workshops, pinch some stuff. Or well, not pinch, acquire some materials. Not really. I'll just come over and say hi. Apart from if I go to Scott's, you know, then I'm gonna attack his top shelf of uh, wood. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, more time to save up. But once I've got the car, I've done a few craft fairs or stuff like that. Try and sell more stuff. I can then save up, for a shed. Sorry, not a shed. A summer house slash workshop and a little shed because I want to put a little shed at the side of the summer house slash workshop for all the load tools like the dust extraction, um, what else? Compressor. Also use it as wood storage as well. Because I'm struggling with space now. don't help that I'm getting more stuff. Oh yeah, I've just remembered what else I needed to get from. I need to get from Lumberjack is I want to have a look at their pillar drills or drill press, whatever you want to call it, same bloody thing, and see what their bigger bandsaws are like. See, I've got I took the measurements of the size of shed that I want. You know, I have looked at getting a load of pallets, but I know it's going to sound daft, but I would build it out of pallets, but I don't trust myself to build it. Um, because I don't. If I'm not in there and one of the kids go in there and it collapses, and it collapses on them, then I'm never going to forgive myself. It's like the lathe and bench that I've built. I'm surprised that's still standing, to be honest, because I only stuck that together with screws. I mainly did it so I can take it apart once I've actually got a proper lathe bench or lathe bed and legs thing for the lathe to sit on. What? 20 quid for a new belt? That's a bit expensive. Alright then, I'll take the next shelf down, Scott. Or I'll do you a favour, I'll take the bottom shelf. You ain't got to bend down then to get it. Or I'll get Stace to do it, she's small enough. Yeah, if that's 20 quid for the bloody lathe belt, it better fit itself to the the lathe. still dear though for the bloody belt. If it was for a car, I could understand. But for a lathe, nah. I won't be surprised if they ain't made the belts, so you can't just get an unbranded sort of thing. You know, that where they've made their belts a certain way so it doesn't fit anything other than their machines. Okie dokie, Scott, thanks for stopping by. I ain't gonna be on much longer myself. Over 15 minutes. To be honest, I thought I would have got more done than this. But then again, like I said, Pyro is a slow process. That's why sometimes with my Pyros I don't do them on a live that often because they just take so long. But I thought, you know, for a lunchtime live, should be okay. And plus, it gives me um, another video. Because I've literally got to go over this again in certain places. Once it's cooled down, that is. Because you can probably see there, it's a lot lighter than here. So, in certain areas, I've got to just darken it up a little bit. Hey John. Still, you know, expensive. Then again, I can't say much. I've got that maple bowl that I did. I think I spent 20 quid on the blank. You know, if I can sell it for more than 20 quid, I'll be happy. And plus, it's quite a hefty sized bowl. I actually got to stick that back on the lathe and get it done. Anyway, fingers, once lockdown's sorted, I've got to try and work about coming over to you. Come and rob some of that wood that you've got. Hopefully this will look good when it's finished. This is actually going to be put into, well, to be honest, most of the stuff I've done is going to go in frames. Because instead of buying pictures for the walls and stuff, I'd much prefer to stand alone. Remember about this one? Remember about this one? No, this is just it. It didn't come like, it didn't do like this. I got this one and then I just flipped it over and then put the yin and yang symbol in the middle. Yeah, no, you spend about 400 or 500 quid on the lathe, and then you spend near enough the same amount, or if not more, for tools, accessories, and you spend about the same again on just material to use, unless you're fortunate enough to work um, somewhere that you can get free wood from. Unfortunately for me, I don't. I'm, like I've said before, compared to other people where them buy sort of things, where I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, not in the countryside or anything like that. We're just in like a town that's literally got nothing by it. Not for materials anyway. I'll tell anyone. Okay. Wonder where Baz is. He ain't been in for a bit. I'll have to message him later, see if he's alright. Oh yeah. And remember, this is gonna sound really weird now. Don't forget to wipe your tip. Hey Blair. Because you basically, like wood, um, it builds up carbon. So basically, the best way to explain it is right on the tip, it would build up like ash. So that's probably the best way I could explain it. And it doesn't give you an effectiveness burn. so basically it won't burn as good. It does it on even if you're burning on wood. Still has some Mike, really? I hope we're on a better pyro tip here. Because to be honest, like over here, yeah, more up here. Not actually, and there. That might just be a shine though. Oh yeah, it's just a shine. In certain places, you can see where it hasn't burnt as well. I'll just see your comment there, Mike. It is paper, but it's like it's watercolor paper. So it's quite thick. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite thick stuff, so um, it's okay to burn on. And to be honest, for the price that I paid for these, I could buy probably about 10 packs of this for the same amount of stuff as if I was going to buy plywood. A self-cleaning one. Oh, right, I'll just finish this section off and then I will wrap up. I thought I would have got more done, to be honest. The only thing we're doing it on paper, you do have to kind of like wipe the tip a lot more. So, yeah, you kind of get the idea. Because basically, I did that one. This is on a little bit thinner, but it's got little ridges in it. You probably can't. You probably can't see. Oh, you can. Just a little bit. It's got like little ridges. So the tip would get caught on it. Um, but that one is done on totally different paper. You can see the colour difference. That's more white, so it stands out than this one. Um, but it seems that it burns better on this paper than it does on this. I don't know why. It must just be the type of paper. So only on Sundays. Would love to try pyro, but someone needs to invert the 32-hour day first. Oh, invent. Nah, you don't have to pyro in one go. You can literally pyro so much and then keep coming back to it. Look, this camera is way off. That's straight to me. That's straight to you, but now it's on the wonk. But I don't mind. So yeah, peeps, I'm gonna end it here. I will carry on with this and record it, and I'll make a video of showing it finished off. Oh, excuse me. And then once it's done, I'll pop a picture on Instagram showing it done. I'd say further planets out, Joe, that I'd have 32. So I saw 32 and started thinking PC with 32-bit and 64-bit and stuff like that. Oh, what's in here? I just saw something. I'm wondering what it is. What's this go to? Oh wow, how big is? Ah, I could probably use that. And I think I got Max trying to invade me me shop, me shop. Um, invade me live. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, peeps. I hope it gives you something to do on a Wednesday lunchtime. And I will see you later in Wayne's Live at 8 o'clock. I don't know what he's doing yet, but we'll all see and stuff like that. So yes, I will see you all later. So for now, thank you. See you all later. Bye. Right, where is it? There you go. Right, see you later.